Hey everybody, it's Ben, and welcome to week 1, part 2 of BroncoFIT 165. This presentation, we're going to be talking a little bit about SMART goals. So what that means, and I thought this would be a good one to put at the beginning, because maybe you guys can create some SMART goals for yourselves for this upcoming semester. So we'll jump right into it. Got to make sure I have this highlighted. So what are SMART goals? What does it stand for? So S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for relative, and T stands for time bound. We're going to jump in and look at each of these individually, and we'll go ahead and do that right now. So S, specific. When creating a goal, you want to assign an attribute to all of these according to that goal. So the S is we want to be specific as possible. What do you want to accomplish? Some good examples, and we're going to use weightlifting examples because that's what this class is. So a weightlifting class is some good examples is I want to bench press 135 pounds for 3 reps with proper form. I want to lose 10 pounds of fat. I want to get an A in this class. Some bad examples that correlate to the same things that these goals are trying to reach is I want to bench more than I do now. Okay, that's cool. How much do you bench right now? How much more do you want to bench? How many reps do you want to bench it for, you know? You can see that that's a good goal to have, is to bench more, but it's not specific. I want to lose weight. Okay, a lot of people want to lose weight. Do you want to lose muscle? Because muscle's weight. Most people want to lose fat. You got to be specific with what you want. How much weight do you want to lose? How much fat do you want to lose? I want to do good in this class. What does good mean? You get the example. So specific, we want to know exactly what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Measurable, M stands for measurable. How are you going to measure this goal? We don't know if we're reaching our goal, we're progressing towards our goal, if we can't check if we're progressing towards our goal, right? So some good examples might be I measure my strength on my bench press by testing my 3-rep max every 3 weeks. And I might have some lingo in here that you might be a little unfamiliar with. We'll get into that. But just take the overall idea or message of this slide. So I will measure my strength on my bench by testing my 3-rep max every 3 weeks. Very consistent. Measurable. I know every 3 weeks, same day, same time, I'm going to test my 3-rep max. If it keeps going up, then I'm getting stronger. If it's not, or if it's going down, I know I need to reevaluate my goal and how I'm progressing towards it. I will measure my weight loss by weighing myself on the same day at the same time once a week. There we go. I will measure my progress in school by checking my grades every week on Friday. Perfect. Some bad examples. I will measure my strength by testing if I get stronger. Okay, you're going to test if you get stronger every single day? Every month? What does stronger mean? You know, it's not a good way to measure something. I will measure my weight loss by weighing myself every day. Not a good thing to do. Not going to be a lot of changes day to day, okay? I will measure my grades by checking them periodically. That is not going to help you progress towards your goal. You have to be consistent in checking your grades so you can create an idea of what direction you're headed. If you're checking it just randomly, then you don't know what is affecting what, you know? So make sure you know a way to measure everything. A stands for attainable. And here you kind of got to be real with yourself and just ask, is my goal realistic? A good example might be I want to add 15 pounds on my bench press in 4 weeks. Although that's kind of pushing it, I would say that's attainable. Might be I want to lose 10 pounds of fat in 10 weeks. That's a pound a week. Again, that's on the faster end, but that's still attainable. And I want to go from all B pluses to all A's. Again, very attainable. Those are all attainable goals. Some bad examples is I want to add 15 pounds on my bench in 4 days. That seems very unlikely. Not very attainable, not very realistic. I want to lose 10 pounds of fat in 10 days. Extremely unhealthy, extremely unsafe. Don't ever try to lose a pound in a day. It's just not realistic. And I want to go from all D's to all A's. That's a good goal to have, But let's chunk it down. You know, I want to go from all D's to C's and then from C's to B's. You get the idea here. Make sure that your goal is attainable, something that you can reach. It should still challenge you, but it should be something that you can see, that you know that you can accomplish. R stands for relevant. Does the goal that you have currently make sense in the broader scheme of your life? If you're a competitive long distance runner, just having a goal of benching 135 pounds for 3 reps, which is more, 3 reps is more of a strength goal, is that a relevant goal to your sport? No, not really. If you're running long distance, you really don't need to be doing 3 rep maxes on the bench, at least that I'm aware of. If you're already at a perfectly healthy weight and are comfortable with your weight, does wanting to lose 10 pounds make sense? Somebody might say something to you about your weight, and that might make you want to lose 10 pounds, but you have to look at it from the inside and say, hey, do I really need to lose 10 pounds here? I'm happy, I'm comfortable, I'm at a good weight. And when it comes to getting all A's, are you even in school? That's just kind of a joke question, but you get the idea. It has to be relevant to what you're doing with your life. So just keep that in mind. Last one here is T, which is time bound, which is always give yourself a hard finish date. Some good examples, and these are just random dates, but I will bench 135 pounds for 3 reps in 4 weeks on April 22nd. Testing on April 22nd, I'm going to get it for 3 reps. I will hit my weight loss goal of 10 pounds on December 13th. You got it. That's tough, especially during the holiday season. I'm eating a lot of cookies during that time, but we know December 13th is going to be that final weigh-in. And then the last one is I will have all A's on my final report card, which comes out May 3rd. Some bad examples, I will bench 135 pounds for 3 reps soon. What does soon mean? Could mean next year, it could mean tomorrow. I will lose 10 pounds by next year. All right, you'll lose 10 pounds by next year. But by what time next year? Is it at the end of next year, the beginning of next year? You need to be a little bit more specific with that. Or I will have all A's within the next 4 weeks. Now, that's just kind of, if you're going from, it's hard to change your grades all that much in 4 weeks, unless you're getting A's, 100s on everything. So, just kind of examples of how we need things to be time bound. So an example SMART goal, we're going to put it all together here, and this is something, these are some paragraphs that you might write for yourself coming for this class or for this semester, coming into the semester. And so example is, my goal is to successfully bench 135 pounds for 3 reps. I will measure whether I'm progressing towards my goal by checking my 6 rep max halfway through my time frame. I will accomplish this goal in 8 weeks on January 7th, which will require me to put on 20 pounds onto my bench, which is an attainable goal. This goal is relevant to me because I'm getting into strength training and want to get stronger. There we go. That's what it takes for a SMART goal. We know exactly what I want to do. Bench 135 pounds for 3 reps. We know that it is measurable. I'll measure it by checking my 6 rep max halfway through the time frame. I know it's attainable. R, it's relevant because I'm getting the strength training when I get stronger, and it's time bound. I will accomplish this goal in 8 weeks on January 7th. So that is an idea of a SMART goal. Really good way, the best way to really create goals for yourself when it comes to anything. It doesn't even have to be weightlifting, really anything. And that's it for this lecture. I guess it's time to say goodbye. And I will see you next week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or Dakota. And have a great weekend, great rest of your week. Thanks, everybody.